Well, being a brat early, that's what it's doing. But if it's a brat early, then I'm fine with that. Hopefully it's gonna be okay. That's actually the second time it's my router. I reset the router, it didn't work. Alright, let me get set up here, hold on. Hello Biftech, hello Kyrie. Ali, you were here. Let me see. Not much! Maybe I should be pleased that it happened now, not later. Not much. How are you? Okay. With lock-on and mimics. Were you successful, Biftech? I tried it once, and I did not have success with it. You were successful? You were successful. Ali tried it. Oh, but Ali was saying that, I think... Didn't she say your camera's all fucked up? Well, I'm gonna have to keep that in mind. I can't do a drive on... Well, I mean, I guess I could try one at the lower floors if I run into a mimic. Maybe it depends on the direct... Were you going counterclockwise or clockwise? Maybe that matters. I don't know, maybe that matters. Not 100% of the time, but the specific distance, it also has to be different when you move forward and back very stuttery. Go counterclockwise. Yeah, I go counterclockwise. I prefer counterclockwise. A distance where you have to move forward and backwards very stuttery, huh? I mean, it may also depend on the enemy you're fighting. Possibly. Works great on... Yeah, it could depend on the enemy you're fighting. I don't know if I'll try. I'm gonna keep that in mind. I'm gonna try it when I do like another setup run and something like that. I don't want to try it here. Work for mimics from either. Okay, because I tried it on a mimic myself, and I had to be a certain distance where I would make like kind of a perfect circular motion, but then it wasn't working. Did not work consistently. Cancel out the malice cast though. Yeah, I mean I'm fine. Like honestly, I'm fine with the malice. It's just as long as I don't get hit. That's the one big thingy. I've been doing it for a little bit. Oh, my bot might not be working. Hold on. Dun dun dun. Bot disabled. Disconnected due to disconnected 5 times. Check your... Yeah. Okay, I need to reboot the bot. So we're gonna get the sounds up again. Let me just get this in. It disconnected. It's just trying in multiple times. And I don't know how to reboot the bot, so I just had to close it. We were unreasonably excited when it got to work for me, though. It was exciting. I can't even explain. Right? I kind of had that same feeling, but I'm still in kind of the the stages of trying to get it consistent. It's a lot harder because of how my keyboard is. So to get a consistent circular movement on my keyboard is difficult. But I think it's just practice that I'm gonna need, and then it'll be all right. Okay, let me get the counter back up. Okay, counter should be working, Kyrie. There, that's better. That works. Well, that's so loud. What the fuck? How do you like that, Ali? Is that good? I thought you did it. No, you did it earlier, and it didn't hear it through my music. Let me go. Let's. All right. That is the subscriber special feature that I have for subscribers. Anyway, let's get started, guys. So maybe what I should do is I should reset the router before I start. I'll keep that in mind too. Maybe I should reset the router each time. Actually, it is asking for an update too. Let's see how tonight goes. Hopefully it doesn't kick out again. I really hope it does. Let's do my tweet here. That's done. Okay, I'm not gonna do the other one. Alright, let's go, guys. Attempt number 16. I got 2 more attempts at this before Shadowbangers. I don't think I'll feel too bad if I don't clear it. I know with me, I don't know how you guys are, but sometimes with me, if I'm doing something and I'm grinding, I tend to get into this kind of like lull where it just becomes is you just keep getting the same result over and over, and then like if I take a break from it, if I don't do it for like a month or two and then I come back to it, like all of a sudden I'm so much better, whether it's because I've just learned something, maybe my mind reworked it. So I feel like this might be the case with this. Like if I leave this and I come back to it again, which I you know eventually will, I feel like I might have a better result. But it's too silly for me to try another job, to move on to another job right now, especially because I will be doing Gunbreaker on Sunday. So we'll just stay with this for now. Sometimes it's great and you need to refresh. Yeah, I get that way. Yeah, I mean for me, I experienced that a lot when I used to play Counter-Strike. When I would play Counter-Strike a lot, and if I took breaks from Counter-Strike and I would come back, I would be like, I'd feel like a god for like the day, and then I'd kind of go back a little bit. But then if I played it for like 2 weeks straight, it's just like I feel like I can't do shit, and I don't even know if it's like me or maybe the players I'm playing against are better. But it always happens. I take a break and I'm just better. So that might be the case, and you know that could also be the attribute to why to why I cleared, you know, I got my Necromancer title, I mean relatively quickly, because that was like a 2-year break, but still went right back into it, got it in 2 weeks. All right, let's go guys. I'm gonna keep an eye on my job frames here if there are any. Everything looks good to go. Everything looks good to go. So let's go. Every time someone does that, I just want to flick them up and notice them. Why do people like to find most crowded areas possible? Who knows, man. Well, you know, it's like you gotta be the loudest person in the crowd. I think that's what it comes down to. Alright, I gotta farm up palms here. I will be trying to do spin on specifically mimics, but it's more like practice. I gotta get practice in for it. I wasn't even able to from that one. Yeah, that's why I disabled animations. I do have this. I do have animations disabled, but I still hear it. It comes out still. I haven't touched Sam till Thursday, so I do need a bit of a warm up. I've been using other jobs. I recently just finished up Machinist on Palace of the Dead, and you'll see a tweet about it tomorrow because I'm waiting for the score to update before I do the tweet. But I did overtake first place on Aether. I didn't take over World 1. Usagi still has a higher score. Like Usagi's scores are just so fucking ridiculous. I'm trying. I got just under it, but just to beat their score is just like, I don't even know, man. I don't know what else I can do to beat their score, but I got close, so. Good practice to you, very close to size, Angler Orban. I'll cut Orban. I'm more familiar with Orban. I think we had the discussion before where like certain enemies to me have just one set names. Because, you know, I'm not gonna remember Kuro Usagi here. I'm gonna remember big ass Spriggan on a rock. That's how I'm gonna remember this one. Or yeah, the small fish thing. Ziggy? Oh, well that is true, that's Ziggy. Two enemies? Oh yeah, you have the other fish one, the one that does the bone down. The smaller fish one. Two patrols, I'm gonna let these go, because I'd have to fight both. The one that's got good enough. Yeah, those are smaller size enemies. Got good enough to kill those. You don't gotta worry about them almost killing you. I know their damage is kind of scary. It just sneaks up on you very quickly because the bone down just not to be disrespected. I actually thought I dodged that. Oh shit, I fucked up the angle there. Okay, let's go to the exit. Got good enough so I don't hang out wait. Fucking A. On my most... You have two elders? I've been noticing that a lot of runners lately have been picking up elders. I mean, my last one had an elder, although I fucked up. But then the one before that also had an elder, and the mimics fucked me up. I'm gonna aggro this. Sucks. I gotta really work on. Oh, I didn't. Damn. I'm so worried I'm going to mess it up. Yeah. Hopefully you don't get hit with the RNG bug too, because a lot of us have been. Well, actually, when I had my 2 elders, I felt like RNG was helping me. Anytime I got like 1 elder, it felt like you just wasted all. Oh, I won't say waste, but it's like all your RNG just went into picking up the elder. So it's like everything bad could happen will happen kind of thing. Although 79 was kind of my fault more than I don't want to call that bad RNG, so I don't know if that run would have had bad RNG, but that was just totally my fault. I really want to try to focus a little bit also on my time. I was supposed to look up some of my own VODs and see how much time I took on certain places, but I didn't do it. I was busy. And kind of knowing how much time I need for certain things kind of could come in handy. I have a guesstimate, but having more of an exact number would be a better route, I think, for me personally. But again, I don't think it's something I really need to concern myself with right now. It's kind of, I have to do like a different set now, because once I start Gunbreaker, it'll be all different. And also with all the adjustments, everything kind of changes. I'm saying I'll do a circle AoE after. Oh shit, I can't stun. That would be unfortunate. Okay. I feel like when you thought you stunned something and you're like, yeah, I'll just stand here because I'm gonna stun. And then you actually didn't stun. As long as I don't get a big expanded. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if any of you guys are ever gonna get the amount of mimics I had gotten on that one run. Like that was just, you know, actually I gotta say, when I was doing Machinist on Palace of the Dead, I was getting, I think I had gotten probably 15 to 20 mimics from 141 to when I ended at 180. It was a ridiculous amount. I had gotten more mimics than I had gotten doing my samurai, doing my summoner and my, what's the other job I did? Summoner and Bard, like, combined. I don't even understand how that's possible. It was just mimic after mimic after mimic. Double mimics, multiple mimics on the floor. I mean, it gave me some practice, but like it didn't really threaten to kill me because that's still kind of the lower floors, but it's still, I don't know, man. It's like what I feel like with some of these runs is that there's like this one item or one event that will always seem to happen often. Like, let's say if you get like a lot of mimics, you'll always get a lot of mimics on the set of floors. Or if like, you know, you get a lot of intuition, you always seem to get a lot of intuition or something like that. So weird with the RNG. Like, I don't even, like, it just doesn't seem to make sense logically how that RNG can happen, but maybe it's just set up that way. Jump the chest. You've never seen a triple threat outside of the monks doing triple threat? That's so dangerous. I think our record was 27, but like our record within like a period of time was like definitely 10 and 30 minutes. Because I don't even know what to say about that. I don't see how it's possible to get 10 and 30 minutes, but apparently it's possible. Oh shit, that's the wrong one. Fuck me, man. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. That shouldn't hurt me too much, though. I was watching him... Hi, Fox do... He got up to 150. Doesn't seem that hard. Faros! What's up, man? Palace is so fucking boring. Like, the problem with Palace is you will probably have a big... The only places you'd probably die in Palace is like 31 to 40, 41 to 50. and then like 91, and then probably not until maybe the 150 boss, depending on what job you are. Where am I going? And then like it really only gets hard at like 171 really. Like 171 feels like 71 here. Like I'd say even like that 61 to 63 part where that becomes a bitch, that would be like equivalent to Palace 171 really. But more like the later 171, because you can still fight things without steel on 171. Up until you start seeing gorillas in 171, then you it's like 175 you start seeing gorillas, then you really have to like you have to pretty much have steel on or just kill it off. Dude, like 1 to 150 is tedious. Although when I did like a YouTube video for shits, because I was getting so like annoyed at my attempts. I did it like speedrun style. So I went from 1 to 100 as fast as I could, and I did it in like, I think it was 3 hours and 45 minutes. That was as fast as I got. So that's 1 to 100 in 3 hours and 45 minutes. So that's not bad. And then I think pretty much from like 101 to 140, probably another 4 hours or something. Yeah, you're not wrong, Ali, because it's because you have those cave floors, and those tilt me so much because I don't like this combo. Those tilt me a lot because you can walk the walls as fast as you can, you still step on traps, and it's hard to see around stuff. I'll have to pot here. Well, I suppose there are problems in the future. Hold on. Ooh, okay. Gift. Until I finish, but good to know that should probably be able to handle learning Red Mage along the way. Yeah, definitely. But I still would always suggest people do Heaven on High first, because you get to the harder stuff faster, and I definitely felt like completing Heaven on High made Palace way easier, like 100 times easier almost. I don't say 100 times easier, but it's definitely easier as opposed to when I first did it, because Palace was that was crushing. Really? Stop dropping frames, seriously. We had this problem. The donut room? Oh, well, that was a good room to kite, though. I'd rather do another class if it becomes possible after. I don't know, we'll see. I'm doing Heaven on High first. I think what I'll do is I'll do Gunbreaker Heaven on High first for an X amount of times, and then I'll do it into Palace. And then I'll go Dancer, I'll do that, Heaven on High into Palace, and then I'm gonna just continue on Heaven on High. Still need to love my Palace and Dead Faithful. Yeah, that's not too bad. You can start as low as, I'd say you can start as low as 69. When I was doing my climbs before, on not Red Mage but my other jobs, I always exchanged it for 2 grips, so I always started 79 on floor 1, and I usually ended up at about 90, like around 92, 90-ish by the time I got to 100, and then you cap it out by the time. There was only one time where it was like at floor 141, and I wasn't capped. It was a little scary, but then I eventually capped. You're gonna let... Maybe. I might do... Well, Red Mage I'll do normally. I'm gonna do that through the quests. I'm gonna, you know, level it with everyone else. But I think Gunbreaker might solely be off of Heaven on High. Although it's a little bit of a depressing thought. It's like, well, yeah, I'm gonna keep going. Like, I'm gonna keep going Gunbreaker until I clear. But then what if it's like, oh, I'm gonna hit 80 before that happens? That'll be a long-ass fucking time. Like, I don't want to go like hundreds of attempts on Gunbreaker. I'll go like a moderate amount of attempts, and then if I feel like it's either going nowhere or I want to move on, then I'll just move on. I'll come back to it. But it would be kind of funny if I get 80 on Gunbreaker and then like I still haven't cleared it. That is how I leveled most things anyway. That's how I learned my 70 rotations, was doing content in here. Like, I'm not like outside of maybe Red Mage, I'm not gonna learn 80 rotations until the next steep dungeon shows up. That's how bad it is. Oh, so this is how this works. Oh, okay. It's so funny every time you say that, Ali, it's like, really? What the fuck? I mean, like... Yeah, like... I was learning Samurai in here, pretty much. So... I mean, Warrior's not that hard. You just go Unga Bunga every 90 seconds. And then rotate defenses. Oh, come on. I gotta be for Malice, at least. See, I'll take that. If I can do it like that and it just lessens the attacks, I'll take it. I'm not looking for perfection. Because it's hard to go perfection on that one. No, I can say it. I just can't use it. That's all. Won't type. What's the thing called? Or what's it? Hurry max something bullshit. We go. Oh yeah, that shouldn't that be in my Oh, I can't get it. Okay. It's only a problem if I use it, so I'm not using it. Well, like that one dude who used Palm Manders in like Feast or something. That was hilarious. I wish I had saw it, but that was great. He used the Palm Manders outside of here, or like in raids or something. I only got hit like once or twice. Yeah. He's retiring Sans. Oh. You just broke Forrest's heart. Wait, what are you doing then, Ali? What's your raid requiring you to do? Or what are you doing for raid? Some people got banned for saying going Unga Bunga outside it. Oh, okay, I got it. Why is that such a bad term anyway? Dancer! I can see that. You already have like the dancer glam too. What's up, Kaus? I should kind of move a little faster. Kind of just... Oh, you are doing Dancer when it drops in here, right? I thought about Dancer, but I think I'm gonna do Gunbreaker just because it seems cooler. Oh, well, the tank updates look pretty ridiculous, so... Love Salmon Ninja. Okay, so it's more like you have a little bit more hype for Dancer as opposed to not having any more hype for Samurai. Big fan of Dancer. So Ali, were you upset or were you fine with the fact that Dancer is a ranged class and not like... Well, though you never played 11, right? So you didn't really have that feel of how Dancer was kind of a healer in FF11. So like a lot of us were like, oh, Dancer should be a healer because that'll be cool. So you probably didn't really have that thought process. You probably just were just happy that the job was there. Yeah, so you probably didn't have that thing of like, oh, Dancer should be a healer or something like that. It seems better, but we won't know until we get our hands on it. Okay. I want to see if I can get the silver chest before my conceal goes off. Depends on the situation though. 7, 6, okay. Alright. I think there was fortune somewhere. There was a fortune somewhere, so let's do that. There was a serenity somewhere, but I'll leave that alone. I think that was the serenity. Oh. Okay, how's it going? Rip. Oh, I gotta do potions here. Did you use all of your intuitions already? Or have you? I've used them all already. I have not picked up any new ones yet. Why no Serenity? Because the points, my dude. And I can fight through this anyway. The debuffs give you points. So if I use the Serenity, I'll get less points. If it kills me though, then I obviously don't get any points because it all goes to 0. Wow, I am just dropping frames. Sorry if the sound goes all weird. I'm seeing my frame drop slowly. Double fortune. I hear something behind me? Okay. I miss when warriors had a mercy stroke. Although I think I also miss when we used to have mercy stroke in PvP, because that was hilarious. But whatever. Whatever, guys. Whatever SC wants to do. Oh no. Okay. Wow. My thing is not happy today. That thing just went to 0. Holy shit. Why do we not have Fudo skill? Been too long. Well, Caitlin's a buff and oh god. You guys are bringing back some memories. I barely remember FF11 Samurai. Barely. I don't remember all the skills. All I remember is self-skill chaining. All I remember is doing self-skill change and feeling like I'm like a god or something because I can do it. Because I'm quick enough, like, not only do I have the knowledge of what the skill chain is, I'm quick enough to do it. It was fun. Flight, okay. Remember back in the day doing to lower weapon? Wow. Samurai was great in 11. I loved Samurai in 11. And I mean, it was also equally great as a sub-job, to some extent. Even though you have like a GIMP meditate, it still works. But I think I definitely missed out because I never got any of like the relic weapons and stuff. Unlocking Dark Knight with the 9 I think I remember that too. Oh shit! Oh, come on! Okay. Dude, that trap always fucking gets me. What a shit hole. That corner and that hill always gets me. And now it literally almost got me. Damn. And I already had that in my mind that might have happened. That might actually happen. And it had to be on the one enemy that's actually a ranged class too. Oh, this floor is out of fun. Yeah, now I have a new safe room, yeah. That trap right here, man. Right here. 3 times I've gotten hit by this trap. I ride this wall and it's like right here on this corner. 3rd time I've gotten hit by a trap there. Unfortunately it hasn't been a lure, but that almost killed me. That would have been a tragic way to start this day. What's up, 7? You wiped a run like that? I usually do that. That usually happens to me in the lower floors. So what will happen to me is, like especially 21 to 30 and 31 to 40, you step into the room and you think you're safe, like, because you're like already halfway through the room. It's like, there's no way. Like, you're like, here, there's no way. I make a pull and then like 2 seconds later the auto trap goes off. Like, well. Can I survive for 30 seconds running around the room? Usually that kills me. Oh no, now I get the sight, nice. Lucky 7s. Well, I can't relate to 1.x though. Alright, time I'm okay on time, at least that's fine. There's fireworks outside. This looks like a... no items. I have strength, okay. I want to be a little extra careful here. Good. I want the world to know how stupid that was. Shit. Look at the RNG I have to deal with every time I do this thing. Oh, I don't have potions, that's right. Okay. Conceal. I'm gonna bloodbath here. Mostly because of that. But I do have strength on, so... Okay, exit is here, but that sucks because I have to go back to check the other rooms. Dude, I don't know what the hell's going on. It's fine, as long as it fucking survives. It already fucking dropped off earlier. It's like, welcome to Sunday. Here, I'm gonna kick you off right away. But hopefully it just recovers at some point. I also felt like it was at a certain hour of the day that it seemed to do it. Which sucks, because it's like, if it's a certain hour of the day, okay, whatever. But I can't call my cable company and be like, hey dude, so at like 10 o'clock every Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, my connection goes to shit. My upload goes to shit. Oh, I can't do the pull. I can't do the pull because I can't get HP back fast enough. So we're gonna wait. And they're like, oh, well, did you unplug your modem or something? It's like, Jesus. Now, the one time I did call, you know, they actually did say there was a problem, and they said they fixed it, but I haven't really noticed any difference. But I feel like right now it's kind of my router, but I'm not sure. The whole world. Good, the whole world will know. Yeah, triple mimic. It actually exists. It's not just this thing of legend that people say that they had it, but then it's like, no, there's no way that happened. No, it really happened. But the problem was, like, it would have to be this kind of highlight. I think I'd probably have to go and highlight it myself because it's long. You can't clip like a 5-minute episode of me just yeah, cursing off the mimics. I did. I have it on. I've had it on. I had it on all day. There's nothing in particular that I'm looking forward to, I think, today, but there's a couple cool things. I think the only thing that I thought was funny, or is funny sometimes with GDQ, is when they do a game that just get released. So I know a lot of my buddies have been doing, have been playing Bloodstained, that Castlevania-like game. It looks kind of cool, but I don't really think I'd played myself. But it's on the list, and it's gonna be done in like 10 minutes. I'm like, fucking shit. Quadruple? Dude, I'd be the one that'll bring out the quadruple. I'll just have like, I'll be the one where I'm like the 71 floors, and it's just like mimics for like 30 minutes. Just onward, onward, onward. Then it's like you have to convince yourself to not open like the gold chest anymore, because you know it's just gonna be a mimic, because it's been a mimic all day. But then it's like, well, Well, no, because we're doing it on stream and it'll be fun to see. You'd have to send it to Kyrie, and she could post, because I have links blocked. If she's here. Okay, I need to be careful here if this explodes. That did not explode. I don't need items, so I'm not gonna fortune. Yeah, I don't need items. Working text, we always have to ask people unplug or not, because 90% of the time they don't try unplugging. Oh no, Cows, I understand that. I mean, you gotta think about, like, the populace, right? The general people who may be calling customer service, they might be calling something really silly and stuff. But for me, it's just like, whenever I call, I feel like I just want to just jump right to the higher level tech. It's like, I know, like, I've done, like, or I would start my conversation with the company and be like, okay, I already unplugged it, I already reset the modem, already done, like, A, B, C, D, and E. Can I just get, like, someone that's a little bit higher in the chain? Like, oh, okay. Or like I had a good friend one time who, anytime they had issues, they would just threaten they'd change their service, and then the company would go like crazy trying to help them and also give them discounts. It's hilarious. If you don't fix this, I'm gonna change my company to this, this, and this. Always nice, yeah. It's always nice when you get free Magicite when you start the floor. I'll take it, but I usually knee-jerk the fortune, and since my palms are pretty good, I'm not gonna do that. Because then otherwise I'd be out the fortune more than likely. When Finn did that with AO back in the day, threatened to quit the service to gain free month. You gotta play the cards right. Well, month's a month. It's just I can't make... See? Okay. That's not bad though. That's as good as my other 10. But you know, like, once I get to the higher ones, it's not gonna work. That's all it's gonna come down to. Okay, I need to check the other way. You can do exclamation point SFX and you'll see it. I don't even understand why like Ally Spin 1 doesn't work. Like, I tried it again, it just doesn't want to trigger. So it's just without the 1. And then the 1 with 2 triggers, so I don't understand that. Okay. There we go, late, but we'll work on the timing on that. Ooh, free racing. Always feels good to have a free racing. Flowers, if you're still here. I didn't get to fully watch your VOD, but I kind of saw the beginning bit of it and the end bit of it, and I just assume you just got fucked with ONG. Especially because you only had the 2 racing. Felt bad. I didn't get to see your 71 set, but I think that pretty much broke your run. There are ads on clips now too. Dude, I gotta tell you, man, when it comes to clips and like reviewing VODs, the ads are relentless. They're not nice. Like, they're pretty mean. Like, they just show up every, like, 2 minutes or something. Like, even when I was rewatching some of the E3 stuff, man, this ad just came up so often. It's so annoying. It's almost like, that was almost like a... I was almost tempted to get, like, an ad blocker for that, because that was just... It's a little over the top. That one part of 3 Ice Golem is me. Oh yeah. I wish I saw that one. I didn't see it because I didn't get to see the VOD, so I was thankful that you sent me the thing from the stream. So the end of this run. Yeah, it did. It was just not happening. It happens though. It happens. Alright, we focus on this one. Oh, I keep messing up third eye on this thing. I keep messing up. I can do after. So here, third eye here, and then you get smacked, and then... Oh, was that so late? Okay, we're hoping the song stays the boss theme. Yeah, we just gotta hear what the new stuff is, but I hope this stays. Maybe they'll do it like how they did here. They get the boss theme for like the normal floors, and then they pop in the this one once you get to the harder floors. Because this is really so fitting of this content, I think. Like, the song is just so epic. You really can't beat this one. Third eye, F up again. I'm gonna pot here because just a little bit low in HP. Mind speed, yeah. Yeah, for me it's the 180 boss. Because that felt... I think when I did the 180 boss, was it the first time I did the 180 boss? I think it was on stream. I don't remember, but... Or I recorded or something. But that was really... Because I had never... I don't think... Maybe I've done it once before with a party, but I had never done it, like, since then or something. So... Like, I had a visual in my head about how I would do that boss, and then it was going well, but it was still like, you know, every meter you're dropping down to like 10% HP, so it's just this scary situation. Alrighty then. So 3. Okay, my alteration, that's fine. And my intuition, I have 3 of everything that's required. I don't need the intuition or the alteration per se. So that's not bad. Okay. Connection, hold, please. Let me get into this room first, then we'll... Alright. Delete intuition. Yeah, but that achievement is there, man. That That achievement is sitting there. It's hard to delete it, but I can't imagine myself. I can't. Do you think anyone has that achievement? Yeah, 10,000. Do you think anyone has that achievement? Like, I run this a lot, right? But I'm not even close to that achievement. I have, I'm gonna pop it up here. Where is it? It should be Battle Dungeons, right? What is this one? What is this one? Oh, Lifer. Oh, Lifer. Dude, all of you probably finished Lifer, right? Like, this is me. This is as many dungeons as I've done. This is how much I don't do raids and trials. You guys are probably done with this. God damn. Yeah, see, I'm at 4,385. I'm not even halfway to the 10,000 one with the title. I'm close. I mean, I guess you could say I'm close to this, but I mean, I do this a lot, and I'm only this far. You only have Lifer 2 also? Luckies of Lord's titles? I didn't do any of my Blue Mage ones because the Carnival bored me to death. If the Carnival, if the Blue Mage Carnival starts having like Lodestone high scores, I'm gonna care. Yes, sir. All right. Where's my? Okay, good here. Let's minimize this for now. Put this here. I think there's only been 2. Hopefully. Do you have the one with the 100 hordes with... No, I'm actually very close. I think I have 90. I picked up 2 today. Oh, 2 within the last 2 days. Which one is that one? That's the Sixth Sense. This one, right? Yeah, I have 10 more. I'm close. I'm close to this one. Very close. But I don't intentionally do it, obviously. It's just, I just happen to stand in the place if I'm doing like a farm run for sherds, and it just so happens to go there. I'm sure someone with, if you do light parties, it'll be a lot more likely you get this one. You're at 20? Damn. I think with light parties it's a little bit more likely. But I think there's also, I want to say there is, but I never looked it. I'm just gonna say there is. I think there are like guides somewhere, and it wasn't like a Mega's guide. It was someone else that had like the map layouts of all like each floor and the kind of the possibilities of where traps and intuitions could be, so they can do that. I kind of want to say that there might be something with ACT, but I don't want to confirm nor deny that. To see like where the possible areas of each of like intuitions and traps could be or something like that. That's like BS. I'm gonna do that. Maybe not traps, but more like intuition. I remember someone talking about that with intuitions, but I will not promote that though. I don't do that. I don't even have BCT. You have it 7? I think if you do a lot of parties and light parties, you'll probably get it a little bit easier. Well, if I don't get it by the time I beat Palace, Heaven on High, and whatever. Yeah, dude. Yeah, if like by that time it's not there, then it's like, all right. A little bit much here. Okay, so I've only dropped 2% frames ever since my full drop. So let's see if it holds. Pray and hope, guys. I'm praying, hoping of RNG in this one. I'm praying, hoping my connection holds. You're at 63. I'm close. So 7 Witch, he beat us though. 7 Witch, I'm sorry. 7 Witch beat us all. But maybe I have the lead on the overall intuitions, because I always go for them. Because for the longest time, I always said that they were good for points. That's what I believe were good for points. I think they are good. I think they do still good points, but not as significant as I originally thought. Ten times? It's a lot of deep dungeon. Well, I mean, yeah, again, like I said, because I'm actually going for them. That's why the number keeps going up. Higher floors, I don't really, like, no, I don't go for them anymore in the higher floors if they're in a really risky spot, so. Like, it took me a little long to get through that one. $25. So, damn. I thought I'd have a lot less than a lot of you guys. Yeah, that's true, Ali, because you just ignore them. But I mean, could also be RNG. I'm lucky to get what I have now, though. Alteration. Alright, we're back full on alteration. I need to find this chest first. See, this room, although I might jinx myself, this room I'm okay with. It's that other one, for some reason, that gets me all the time. It looks exactly like this, but it's not the same. I'm gonna check the blue first. It's guarded. Let's get rid of the one looking at the chest right now. Oh, it's not looking. Oh, no, it's looking at me, so we're gonna get it. Ah, fuck. Okay, we gotta get rid of the robot as well, because that's a proximity aggro. Range is cool. You think RNG is more cool in Heaven on High? Maybe there are certain things that kind of happen in Heaven on High that's a little bit just over the top. Like I feel like with Palace, it's not. I think with Palace, it's more not about the fact that you get like bad RNG. It's more like you get like no RNG. Like I've had a lot of runs where I just don't get anything. Like nothing shows up, and you can consider that bad RNG. Whereas here, you get a lot of bad shit happening all the time. Like you get the millions of mimics, you get the really bad debuffs. Like that happens all the time. I think that happens more often in Heaven on High. So I guess yeah, maybe I do agree with that. But a lot of my runs in Palace were before anyway were like so bad because I couldn't recover Pomanders at all. Like you get to 181 on Palace of the Dead, like you're fine with Pomanders, but then it's like it all just melts away because you can't make anything back. Like I've had so many floors in 181 plus where there's like literally 0 gold chests. I can't do anything with it. Floor after floor, you get nothing. Yeah, no conceal too. Low escape through Heaven on High 490. My hover was like, yeah, yeah, right. Here's this tier 5 material that I'm sure you need. Never cleared Palace, actually. Always that one guy who can never come back. It's hard though. Palace is that marathon. You've got to commit like 2 to like 3 days, even 4 days to do the run. Alright, I'm gonna stay capped for my Pomanders from here on. Once I get to 61, we'll see, but I do want to speed up my 61. I feel like my 61s have been going a little slow past couple ones. My last one was okay, but then I fucked up my last one, so... at least I have Steel and Strength going. Oh, I think this is flighted too, if I remember correctly. Actually, checking these chests are kind of pointless because I'm not gonna use the Serenity. So, how did my last attempt? I died on 79 because I was an idiot. I mean, it was not that bad of a mistake, but I took a conal to the face and I didn't have raising up, and I didn't have raising up because I was trying to fight lions, which killed me. So, it was a bad combination all around. I thought I can get out of the conal fast enough, and I didn't. I think for a blip second, I actually did forget that it did its attack, that it's a one-shot. Now it's just in a bad range for it, so it's okay, it happens. Shit, I gotta go back. Alright. The only thing I hate is that I gotta go back. Because I went the right way. This is typical RPG, mechanics here. In Deep Dungeon, it's always better to go the wrong way first. So if you go the right way, it's more annoying because you gotta backpedal to go the wrong way. So you always want to go the wrong way first. Yeah, it's unfortunate, and I had the Odin inventory too. It's just, you know, shit happens. It actually has been a while since I died that early, but it's whatever. Did some random 14 stuff today. Completed monk solo turn 1. Nice. Yeah, I gotta clean up my retainers. That's the one thing that's important right now, is cleaning up my retainers. I think capping my currency is another that I want to make sure I do too. Other than that, I don't think there's really too much left I have to do. in game until Thursday morning. That's when the expansion. And just as a reminder, since 14 is gonna be down on Thursday, I will not do a stream Thursday. I'm not gonna pop open some new game and play it for the day or some shit. I just won't stream on Thursday, and really that works out because if I were to stream on Thursday, I'd end at about 2 a.m. and then like 3 hours later the patch opens up, and I don't want to really stream 0 hour, so I'm gonna take the sleep. Assuming I can sleep, I'm gonna take the sleep, and we're gonna sleep it out. Gonna sleep early, wake up early, and do the expansion. I got stuck on a wall. No one saw that though. Retainer cleanup is hell yeah it is. Then I have a lot of retainers and they're still fucked up. I think I should probably clean up the company chest too, but I'm lazy about that also. Yes, I really got lazy with crafting this expansion. I didn't even finish the... We didn't, like, I had it unlocked, but I never built the last tier of the submarine, which usually I'm kind of on top of, but we didn't do any of it. So it's like, fuck. Solutions have $1 million. No, man, that's more... It's a lot of money to spend for that. I mean, it's literally not gonna... I mean, it sounds bad. I don't really think it's gonna be that bad. I mean, you know, there was in 4.0 this, like, Balmung exodus, right? Because Balmung was so far ahead of the rest of us that they felt like they were gonna have major server congestions. But it was only, like, what, for 2 days? Like, it was, like, for a very minimal amount of time. I mean, the initial login and stuff, yeah, I get it, but, you know, don't need to overreact that much. It'll be fine. I'm very much happy. Although it does suck that Cactuar is kind of is kind of now one of the top servers on Aether now. I think Gilgamesh is still above us, but we're definitely like, if not rank 1, rank 2, and that kind of sucks. Cactuar used to be kind of middle of the ground, but it just kept growing. All you people need to get off my fucking server. Stop hoarding stuff, but I'm a crafter, man. I can't dump materials, especially when they keep recycling old materials. Always come back. And I don't like spending gil, so... Sprint is fucking me up. I still kind of felt like I delayed it though, but sprint definitely fucked me up. Witching. Okay. Alteration. Turn it all low quality. I don't have very much high quality stuff, and yeah, I've been doing that too. There's a couple that I had that were high quality from the old maps that I just converted low. Siren, really? They recently said in that latest update of the worlds that Siren was congested also. It was only Genova, Midgar, and Adamantoise that were considered standard. Everyone else was congested. See, that's me. I'm like the crafting junkie, sort of. I mean, Alt, who's my other mod, is more the crafter in my FC now. I used to be kind of the crafter, but then I kind of, you know, she kind of caught up, and then she really likes to do it, so it's like, and I kind of got bored of it. I got bored of it because, you know, you can macro everything. I hated it. I hated the fact that it got too easy, but whatever. So she does it for my FC. But, I mean, I'm kind of that guy. I like to hoard all those items because I want to just be self-sufficient for the most part. You know, I don't want to have to buy things. Like, that's how I kind of make guild too. I don't spend money, so I always gain money. I don't like buying materia. I don't like buying materials. If I can farm it, I will, kind of thing. So, make a character pampered. Venture together. Where's that chest? Wait, where's the chest? Huh? Oh, did it just drop? Wait a minute. Where's the chest? Oh, that was in the room, right? Because it dropped? Okay. I'm like, where the fuck was the chest? Yeah, that was watching. Got lucky with the Wondrous Tales today. Got 3 lines. Nice. Oh, nice. Oh, integrate tier 4? You mean tier 6 or tier 4? Kind of the same. I only level my crafters to be self-sufficient, not to craft things to sell. Well, I mean, I used to craft things to sell because the money was good, but then since my server is kind of just so oversaturated with crafters, just making money off crafting just no longer became a feasible option. But I'll still like make my own gear, you know. That's always there. But selling for money now, I make most of my money doing deep dungeon. I was looking at some of my price histories for the past whatever, and like pretty much I had like 2 retainers that were just the entire price list history was just glamour weapons because I got them all from Palace or Heaven on High. Alright, we got multiple mimics, so we'll kill them. Get some practice. A. Gotta get on that side, I think. I want to get to the point where it becomes just a natural timing, because I'm kind of fucking up. I have to see it. If I don't see it, then I can't do it. And then like there are times when I fade out too much because I'm trying to hit a button. Yeah, it's gonna pop. See, that one is really bad. The other one is really good. Okay. Yeah, then Gloomy. Yeah, no. Once it gets to that situation, I don't know what I'll do. I mean, I haven't had enough reps. But like I said, as long, I mean, you know, honestly, what I was considering was just doing just staggering, because that one I have somewhat confidence in doing stagger. So I'll probably just do it on melee, so I don't have to like, you know, go like massively crazy about it. Okay, we got the circle now. Oh no. Good enough. Okay. It's just that, you know, when I have to do this circle, when I have to do the spin on my end, the problem I'm gonna have is I cannot hit my hotbars unless I'm at a certain point of the rotation because of where my fingers are. It feels really hard. So I have to go like I have to do a full revolution before I can hit buttons. Otherwise, I break out of pattern. Oh yeah, I love this song. I like this song and the others. The I guess you can call it remix version or the piano solo version of it. 3 mimics in that room. Oh, Kyrie's. Oh, we'll remind Kyrie when she gets back. Sights. Alright, let's see what you are. Make sure you're not in range to aggro or anything, so this would be a good range right here. Just in case it goes boom. We'll pick up the sight now, because I won't come back here. I have 2 sets of buttons for movement. They'll be seen in numpad, so if I need to... Oh, that's an interesting idea. But I can't transition like that, because I am kind of restricted to how I hit my hotbars too, so... But that's a decent idea. Smart, that's smart. You know, when it comes to keyboard play, especially, and I know a lot of people have been, you know, curious about how I have mine set up and all that stuff. And one kind of disclaimer I want to say, it's like, you know, it just depends on whatever is just comfortable with you. If you end up not even using WASD and using like some funky thing like in the middle of the keyboard, like that, who says you can't? Just as long as it works for you, that's all that matters. And also, like, the other issue too is some people might have, like, you know, different size hands and stuff. So how I have it may not work for the other person just because your hand size is different. So, but I think if anything, like, you know, you can use my setup as kind of a baseline, and also to see that it actually works. Maybe first of all, maybe that's more important, to know that it's successful, right? It's like, maybe this is definitely a weird setup, but I'm having success with it, so that's all that matters. Okay, I don't have that raising that was in the previous floor, so I need to not take that big of a risk. The Naga. Yeah, you like your mouse. I'll never see myself. I don't think I'd ever see myself playing an MMO with a mouse. just done it for so long already. Played it like this for so long. Wow, we're not open yet, huh? Very few situations, but you have the option, and that's what's cool. That, like, if shit were to hit the fan, you know that you have some backup plan. It's kind of cool. I can appreciate that. I mean, there are times when, like, I'll start, like, you know, crossing my hands over my keyboard to hit a certain button. That is, like, I don't usually do that, but look, if it works, it works. Okay, we'll use the conceal out. Okay, we're kind of on time. I do want to kind of manage it a little better. Save my character's life more than a few times. Excellent, excellent. That's good to hear. Yeah, just get comfortable with your playstyle, and then you can start doing things like that. And it's kind of, and it feels cool when, like, your unique setup literally makes a difference. Okay, I'm gonna start here. We'll do the fortune, we'll do the serenity. I'm gonna mind that giant, because I don't want to deal with multiple, obviously. Those turrets are... oh, there's one directly on the trap. Oh, I hear the... okay, I'm gonna wait to see which one. I should just pull it, though. I can deal with both of them at the same time, but I should just pull this now. Always mind these. The circle AoE is pretty fast, so you want to make sure that you get out of that one. Recently, I've seen it recently too. People have died to that AoE. Either they weren't expecting it. I mean, if you expect it, it's not bad. But if you're not expecting it, you just see a lot of people die to it, and you know, you don't want to consider it a mistake. It's just one of those things that you got to be ready for, because it's fast. It's not the usual timing of a lot of these other AoEs. I hear that giant coming in. Right in my ear. Right in my ear. If I die in these floors, usually because of jump. Oh yeah. Yeah. Rip. I remember when I did Palace for Dragoon. There was a lot of occasions when jump would block me in place and I'd take AoEs. It didn't kill me, fortunately, but I know exactly what you're talking about. I mean, especially in here when the AoEs here are definitely way more painful. It feels really bad. Cause it's like this, it's like an awkward animation lock. Like, you feel like, okay, I have enough reaction. You're trying to time jump so that you have enough time to move, but then you then just realize that you just don't. Yeah, dude, I know exactly what you're feeling like. I think there was a point when I would just do jump directly after an AoE, or when I know exactly what the rotation of the enemy was, I'd wait for them to finish and then I'd do a jump. Or even like you'd pull with jump, right? You can pull with jump. That'll be like your first move, because when you pull the initial enemy, it's not going to use any type of AoE, at least for the first 5 seconds or so, so you have a little bit of a safety spot there. I never had a problem with Blood for Blood. You just time it right. You just time it when you do a burst, that's all. I never had too much of an issue, and then you just turn it off right away. Easy. Easy. I've never died to Blood for Blood. That, I would... if I died to Blood for Blood, that's really bad. But I think knowing how the enemies work and stuff, it definitely helps. I think though, when I took it up high in Palace, I don't think I used Blood for Blood at all. I just stayed away from it because of the risk. Because even taking an auto would destroy you. So unless there was a certain situation where I knew that I wasn't gonna die or something, I didn't use it at all. Like, unless I knew exactly that, okay, I'd be dealing back enough damage, or maybe I did a stun lock or something, you would do like the big burst, the big Dragoon burst with it. But other than that, like, I definitely was just extra careful. Every time I used it, I always calculated, how much damage am I gonna take with this thing on? How much can I push through before I need to take this thing out? That's always the calculation that happened in my head, so wasn't too bad. Excuse you about Dragoon. I mean, you can work without it. It's not that big. It's not that important to use. I mean, it's good. But what is nice though is that, I mean, except for I guess Floor 81, right, where nothing can be stunned. I mean, you can stun lock and then have it up for a lot of that burst. You open stun, you blood for blood, open stun, do a burst, then do spine shatter, and then take it off. Is turning but easy with the keyboard? I just have a macro. So with me it's just a macro. Actually I think I have that macro. Is it this one? Yeah, I just do this one. Macro icon and then status off. I just have it on my hotbar somewhere and I just use that, so. Otherwise I'd have to traverse through the thing, and I can traverse through my UI so I can get to here and turn it off. I do that a lot in Palace because I gotta turn off the transformations manually. So that's how I do that. But it becomes a little dangerous. So when I was initially learning how to do that with my keyboard, I didn't know that, like, you know, it would still retain the cursor on the status bar. So I'd be clicking off like strength, steel on top of the transformation, or the worst one is when like usually when I do say a lust on the boss, right? You'd open with lust, and I always would open shit. I might aggro both. Hold on, I'll explain that in a sec. Okay, so whenever I did Lust and Palace of the Dead for solo, I always would pop a sustaining potion, right? Because I want to make back the damage that I want to be able to survive with the Lust on. But what happens sometimes is because the thing is only 15 seconds, and if you're in Lust long enough, the status bar obviously would lose a buff. So I might think that my cursor is on my transformation, but it might shift over one, and I might accidentally take off like steel or strength or something. I've done that a number of times. So I kind of OCD, like anytime I do transformation, I either make sure my sustaining potion's off, or once I hit enter and confirm once to take off the transformation, I just spam the escape, so I'm out of that UI permanently, so I don't have to make that mistake. But I think I did do it very recently, and that actually got me killed. But that's the way I handled it on the keyboard. Yeah, you can just do slash status off of certain things, and you can do that. So, but otherwise you would just manually traverse through the thing. But it would be easier to do slash status off, especially if you know exactly the thing that you need to take off. Now, in terms of like other abilities, I think it should work. I think as long as you match the name of it, it should work. But I'm almost definite that like you couldn't macro like the name of the transformation to status off that, so I have to do it manually. But it's kind of no different to how I traverse to my Palmanders, which I do exactly the same. I have a button that will traverse through the UI, so I just hit the button and it's the first one that goes there, and then I'm able to select those. I'm able to select the Palmander, so that's how I traverse through that. So it's kind of no different than that. I do fat finger some Palmanders once in a while, because it does rely on me remembering kind of where it was originally, and then kind of doing the correct number of presses to get to the one I want to. So if I kind of either think I pressed it but I didn't, or I press it by accident a little bit too much, then yeah, then I'll hit the wrong one. I think I already did it today. I did a safety instead of a sight by accident. But you still have to also be very cognizant, because there has been times when I forget that the window is selected, and I think I'm moving and confirming, and I'm still on like the palm window, and I start using Palmanders because I thought I was off that UI. You know, before, I don't know if you guys were playing early Palace of the Dead, but there was a time when you went to your Palmander list, it would not exit off the UI. It would stay on that UI. There's a giant coming. We got problems. It would not exit off the UI, so I have to manually like escape and stuff to get out of it, because there were times when like you hit the palm and it's still on that thing and you would like double hit it or something by accident. And then they actually did change it, that it was in the patch notes. They're like, oh, so like the thing will like get off the UI after you use a palm man, which is huge for me. Because if you're I think but I think also if you're clicking with the mouse, it would still stay on there, so it actually might screw up other people as well. I'm not sure though. You can macro so many things in this game now. Yeah, but you do want to be careful with macros, because macros... I was going this way because I wanted to check the room. Macros do slow your inputs down, so you don't want to... You ideally don't want to combine like 2 abilities in one macro, because then it would have this kind of slow... this very slow weaving of it. It's way better just to hit like 2 buttons than to hit 1 button for 2 things. You want to be careful with that. I know that from experience. But I do use, like, so how I handle ground targeting is a macro. I do ground targeting. Nice. Okay, are you gonna hold now? Because you really went down. Okay. It looks like it'll come back. Okay. Man, my thing is haywire. Sorry, guys. Hopefully it'll just hold. It almost looked like it was gonna drop. I have the frame rate right in my face, and I'm keeping an eye on it. So I thought I lost everyone. I'm still here though. Yeah, that's how you handle Asylum. White mage. Yeah, you drop it. For me it's easy, because obviously I can't use a mouse, so I can't have precision on where I plant it. So I do a target, so I can target the person here. I can target. Usually I target myself. If you guys had watched me do Scholar, that's how I positioned my fairy a lot. I had place on me, and then I had retreat, so I'd be placing the fairies here and there where I needed to and stuff. Ooh, that's a bad combo. Let's see what it got. I don't like this though. I want to see... Okay, we're going to traverse the room. I'm going to see how it looks in terms of the exit. I got raising on, so I do have a little bit of a buffer. If there's only one exit, then I'm not going to use a Serenity, but if there's multiple exits, then I'll probably highly likely use the Serenity and then start picking up chests. No problem. It's okay, I've just been dropping more frames. No, you've missed nothing. This is a little risky, but it'll do it. Oh shit, no, I fucked up. Okay. If I got it on that click, it would have been fine, but I fucked up. Kinda got it, but it is kind of a pain that I don't have, like, you know, potions. Oh, you're not dead yet? Okay. I don't have my regen potions for this. Oh, I gotta watch out for the robots too, okay. They could end me very quickly. There's only one though. I still gotta also worry myself about traps too. I'm just kinda walking through the room like I safety did or something. Okay, there's one exit here. I don't want to burn too much time trying to manage this floor though. I gotta be very careful. Don't worry, I'm sure, seeming like today, man, I feel like there's probably gonna be more opportunities. Oh, you piece of shit. And you got a lucky hit in there. There's multiple exits, so we're gonna use this one. I think I won't use a safety though, because I've kind of worked most of this floor already, and hopefully I don't do anything bad. Well, there's multiple exits, so I think I'll use the conceal. Shit, I should use something though. We'll use the safety. Alright, so that was the bad one. I can work this floor now. There's a chest there. I don't know if it's different based on your latency or something, but on my runs, when you are able to sync yourself up with the Mimic right alongside, he's turning in the same direction to use the sweet spot. Yeah, I visually see it, but what's difficult for me is more about maintaining it. Because I'm sure it's easier with a mouse. You pretty much just kind of circular motion, or you said you did the lock-on, right? So I gotta see the lock-on again on my end to see if I can get a good spot on it. Because I did do a lock-on once on a Mimic, and it just didn't cancel anything on my end. I got like the proper distance, and then it looked like visually on my screen that I was getting the perfect spin around, but then it just didn't work out. So I just gotta try it again on not a high level. Oh, you know what, guys? Let's just do it on the 91 Mimic. Let's see it. What could go wrong? What could fucking go wrong? All right. Let me deal with this shit robot first. You shape when you... No, I do not shape. Actually, you know, I figured that strafing, I think, messed up my spin too, because it would then throw like a little bit of a wrench. Because as long as I know like the speed at which I'm running, I can try to maintain some type of consistency. But because I also have shift, I think, for some of my hotkeys, I used to have shift A and shift D for my strafing. So it would then counteract with me doing the spin. I would start strafing, and I think that messes me up a little bit in terms of timing of it. So I actually deleted those hotkeys, so I do not strafe. Q and E are your shape? For me, Q and E are my targeting. I target with Q and E. I target left with Q, and then I target right with E. So it gives me more precision. So I don't do tab targeting necessarily, but I do more precision. So as long as I camera angle myself, like this dreadnought coming in is to my right, so I'll hit E and I'll get right to it. And I could make the adjustment if I need to. Oh, it does keep spinning here. I tab target off myself, so F1. So I F1, then angle my camera tangle. Nice. Yeah, I just think that's the best way of targeting. If you can more or less know how to target. But the only thing I get fucked up on is specifically in PvP when I do Feast. When I have to target the boxes, I get fucked up because everyone's moving everywhere. It's really hard for me to target them. How's my time? Okay, we're good on time. The next floor is when I have to concern a little bit of my time. Next set of floors, I mean, not the next floor. You think haste to sprint lowers your score from floor? Nope. So what I've seen is that you want to categorize it as enchantments. You don't want to categorize it as buffs, debuffs. So if it's just an enchantment, that's just bonus points. So haste is bonus point. No healing, bonus point. Sprint, bonus point. So taking it off would mean you're losing those points. That's what it means. So that's what I've seen anyway. I mean, it could be tested and stuff, but I'm fairly sure... Hold on. That thing just walked across the room. I'm fairly sure that is the thing. I think long before I thought... But I couldn't confirm it, right? And I couldn't find a way to do it. Long before I had thought, like... oh, I have a buff, so maybe if I use Serenity, because a buff might mean I'm getting help here, so I should take it off before I leave the room. But I'm almost fairly certain that leaving it on. Oh, I'm almost fairly certain that it doesn't separate a category. It's just an enchantment. So good or bad, you'll just get the points off it. Hey, Majin Bubs. Been a while. How you doing? I think I said that the last time I saw you, which is like 2 weeks ago, something like that, 3 weeks ago. Okay, I have no healing, so I need to heal. I'm gonna pull this just to get this out of my way. I think that robot's gonna come in and shoot me again. I want to deal with the Dreadnought next. Cool, my credit run I had 4 floors that were hasted. Yeah, definitely leave it on. Definitely leave it on, don't think about doing Serenity. You should get those bonus points. But yeah, definitely once you start getting to like 61 up, then it's kind of like, it kind of just goes out the door. You gotta survive. Forget about, you know, the extra points or whatnot. If they are extra points. Okay. Yeah, that thing is coming. Oh no, I thought it was coming to get me. It's okay if it aggroes, which it didn't though, but it's okay. I'll leave it. There's only one. What I suggest though with those robots, if you see like 2 or 3 around you, take care of them because they might collapse on you all at once. Like there's another one here, so I should take care of this one. As long as I don't pull a trap. I gotta watch that corner trap, the one that always gets me. Oh my god. Come on. Come on! Alright, we're gonna go this way. It's like any further I'm gonna step. If the trap is there, I was gonna step on it. Okay, we're gonna take care of one of these. So it doesn't become a problem. Okay, we'll use the Petra. Oh shit, we'll use the Petra going out of here. I don't need to get any fancy with the Petra because I already cleared the room. So I just want to make sure that I don't go back to have to get the Petri and all that stuff. Oop, this one. Little bitch was trying to shoot me. Oh, there's another one too, damn. Yeah, that's an empty room. Should be able to get to one more. I think there's one more in this room. If there's a trap here, okay. I should stop going that side though, to be honest, because that is getting me. I'll pick up the shank that's down south, and we'll go to the exit. Okay, that just moved. That just moved. We'll run a risk. This will be risky, but okay. Because otherwise I'd have to wait for both of them to move again. I'd just rather not. All it comes down to, I'd rather not. I just realized I didn't update my title. I'll do it later. Right now I'm off. Really off. But see, I'm cancelling some attacks. I'm cancelling, right now I'm cancelling all of them right now, but a while ago I was kind of cancelling every other. See, the timing is what I also need to kind of take care of, because the timing is what is going to kill me. And then it's like, once I think about it, then I kind of like, it kind of messes up. If I don't think about it, I think I can maintain most of it, but of course it's going to get trickier once you get higher in the floors. So I can't take 2 hits at a time. If I take 2 hits, I'm kind of finished. But we just go back to kind of the old shadow, just, you know. Well, I think what I'll go back to is stagger before I do kiting. I think I'll mix it up or something. But I think having it in the arsenal will definitely come in handy. Take care of the dreadnought. Strength and frailty is cool. Great combo. Safety. Okay, so we're kind of back full again with everything, so that's cool. We'll do the, this might be a little, I'm gonna stand right here first. Okay. What I wanted to see is if that other robot would aggro first, as I stood there before I made the pull. It didn't, it actually moved, so we're good. I know next pull is 60, but let's get rid of it. Time for your least favorite boss. Yeah, you don't like the staff woman. I was trying to think of a clever name to call her, but on ranged class, she's pretty like just normal to me. I don't really have any problem with her on like red mage or something. On melee, it's a little bit annoying, but I'm okay. You vomit on ground indicators in my deck. No, I don't like it. That's true though. The jump, man. The time the jumps. But I mean, as long as you get the fight under control in terms of where you position everything, it's not too bad. It's okay. Maybe. That was the Petra, so what is this? Oh, I didn't check it. Okay. And then we got a very comfy amount of time in the boss. I can kill the boss twice if I need to. Still hope for that maybe you get that quality of life where alteration alters the skin of the boss. That would be such a nice Easter egg, man. I would love that Easter egg. Boss turns into like a giant cactuar. It still does the same stuff, but giant mimic, that would be brutal. But I mean, like make it do the same stuff, right? Don't change the mechanics. Don't need to make that any more complicated than it needs to be, but just change the skin. Have it do the same moves. I think I remember there, either if it was 11, FF11 maybe or something, where you would see mobs do certain abilities that you would normally not see them do, so they would just be like jumping very furiously trying to cast something where they typically wouldn't be doing it. Something like that, so. Okay, I don't have steel, so I want to definitely mine the thing. Oh, I fucked that up bad. I'll have to go full uptime with my pot because I don't have the steal on. I did say full uptime with the pod, right? I want to say Bloodbath for if it gets a little dicey. You say Bloodbath for blood for blood? Not a bad idea. You make it back. As long as you don't get crit. Usually for these bosses, I don't need it once you have steal on. I mean, I think I would say like if you have to need Bloodbath, then you're in a lot more danger than you need to be, because you're probably not going to survive without it on, kind of thing. It's good for insurance though, that kind of thing. That's when it's good for it. Like, oh, I just took a bunch of crits. I'm not getting that off. So I'm gonna make it back a little bit. I mean, when I hopefully, well, I don't want to jump too far ahead, right? Because things could happen. But when I get to Serbi, if everything goes right and you don't take like 3 crits in a row to the face, I can pretty much do that boss without Bloodbath, potions, like anything, just as is. Because you get into this kind of heal rotation that just keeps you up for the most part, so. Oh, thought I had my combo. Okay, here we go. Messed that up. Thought I could get that in. Oh shit, I almost forgot. I thought it was gonna go into staff rotation. I'm gonna use Bloodbath here just so I can not use a potion. Oh well, a little early, but okay. So Pomander wise, outside the Serenity, which had to get used, everything is still set to go, so that's good. So just one of the nice ones. Yeah, it's not too much, it's just pretty straightforward fight. Okay, let me get to the next floor. I'm gonna keep an eye on this drop frame, but I'm gonna hit the restroom real quick. I'll play my Cursed Octopath playlist, which for the second time in a row. I played it, and then my stream died like straight off the bat. So if it's gonna die again, maybe I just get it out of the way, right, and then we'll move on after that. Getting past kind of the time that usually it kind of goes out. So right now it's been kind of holding steady here. So I'll be right back for a little bit. I'll hit the restroom and then we'll continue. Oh, let me do the stream title right now so I don't forget, because I'm gonna so forget. Alright. Alright. Be right back, guys. Hang tight. No, looks like it's still up. Alright. Live scene. Thank you, by the way, to all that gave my tweet some likes and stuff. I appreciate that. Alright. Okay, so title's updated. 61. Start of when things really happen in this run. Ideally, if you're a runner and you want to get this, you wanna do this yourself and everything. This is definitely when the run kind of starts. If you should hopefully your progress and everything, you should hopefully get to this point with mostly full Palm Manners. Like at the very least, full Petras, full Magicides, right? Maybe I'm missing one or two things here and there and stuff. But ideally you want to be full by now. And your goal is to get to 70 and out of 70 and into 71 with as full as you can. You will start to lose time here. That's possible. Depending how fast or slow you navigate the enemies, sometimes you might take a little bit, you might do the raising and stuff, which I definitely recommend if you're starting off. Use the raising here. I will not use the raising here. But I do want to try to manage my time a little better, a little cleaner, so that by the time I end up towards 70, towards like floor 69, that I have enough time to navigate and work around. I don't want to waste too much time, so I'm going to try to make sure my pathing of my map's a little bit better and I have more time at the end. Because I think a couple times I've gotten through these floors and my time has been a little suspect and I have to use something to speed up just a little bit, so I do need, I think about 8 minutes on Serbi, so I manage that. So I don't want to panic when I start seeing the number 10 minutes or something like that. I'm going to hunt down patrols, although the steal already changes the game. Thanks, sir. Also welcome. Okay, I'm going to try to navigate the floor first before I start deciding what to kill. Try to delay that steal as long as possible. This is already the exit. I want to hover over the steel though. I hear a patrol, I think, on my right. There's nothing here. Thought I heard a patrol. Yeah, I did hear the patrol. Okay, we'll pull the patrol now. It gives me one less to deal with for the floor. That means I can maximize my my steel. Oh, shit! Wow, I almost pressed the wrong button there. That would have been a anticlimactic way of ending. The saplings are sound, mind you, so you never have to fight them. I don't like fighting them. The poison is stupid. Intuition, huh? So I recommend never fighting them. The poison can just kill time because you take the poison. Right? Taking the poison is not the problem. It's the fact that you have to wait for the poison to go off because it can hinder you for the next pull, especially if you decide to pull an Onryu right after. I need to pull back because I need to check the other rooms first. So hopefully we can get there safely. I probably will use the steel very soon. I think I'll go solo steel without the strength. Okay, I didn't need to use it there. Watch out when walking with sprint on. If sprint falls... Yeah, I've never had that happen. I'll be careful, but I've never had that happen. I got double steel. I want to be careful with this one because I'm running with only steel, so this thing's gonna get quite a bit of bone on me. Also, what's up, Penguin? The only time I've ever aggroed a sound enemy specifically was when you walk right on top of its hitbox. So if you're like literally inside of it, you're gonna aggro. That's the only times that I incur sound aggro that way. I think I aggroed a boot one time, but I think that was because of low HP. A little bit different, but not sure if it constantly happens. Oh, I think you were the one who said this, Penguin, before. I did experience one time. Spin to win on these mobs. I have to try to look for it. It works on some of them, but like I wouldn't do it in Onryu, you know? I was doing a potsherd farm. I used a Magicite to pull. So I didn't pull the boss. I just used the Magicite off the pull. It didn't aggro me afterwards. So instead of it doing like, you know, 40% or something, it only did like 12 because it ticked back up. So if anyone like has Odin and stuff, I probably would recommend, just in case, right before you use Odin on like a boss or like the 90 boss, just hit it and then use it. Oh, 90k. Yeah, I know the feels, man. I know the feels on that. I know that feels. I mean, I'm kind of mentally preparing myself for when the servers pop back up for expansion that I'll be experiencing that too. It's just like it'll come with the territory. Maybe if you guys are actually watching me, we'll have some fun about it and whatnot. It's like whatever, it happens. I mean, it can't possibly happen for like, you know, 3 weeks, right? Maybe just the first week. So we'll see. We'll see. But I'm predicting 90Ks next Sunday on my attempts. I mean, there's really no way to fix it too, because you can totally abuse it if that is the case, you know? Like that can be abused. So I don't see how you could, even if you do a reset on like you go back to the previous floor because of a disconnect, that's still kind of exploitive. So I can understand that there's no real fix for it, but it still sucks ass. That's probably gonna. Oh, it's not gonna go. How long were the servers messed up for Stormblood? Not very long. I mean, I hopped into Palace of the Dead myself like right away because I was stuck behind Robon X as well, so I couldn't do it. So I'm like, alright, well, I'll just try to do other stuff. So I did Palace of the Dead. I don't think I disconnected in Palace of the Dead if I remember correctly. It was pretty smooth. What I contributed is just the fact that everyone's in like a different area than me, so that's why that was kind of collapsing. But I never had a real problem. I don't really recall. I remember doing it, I just don't recall like what I actually accomplished. I'm gonna stun here, so it doesn't kind of combo hit me. I usually drop a lot of HP with that one combo that he does. It's like a hit, the dot, hit, something like that. So by stunning it there, I don't incur it. Okay, I still gotta kill something. I'm almost 100% sure I safetied this floor. Alright, so we're gonna kill this one. I'm gonna bloodbath here. This might be all I need to do. We're gonna use the conceal and we're gonna use the steal and the conceal on the way out if this is all I need. So I can pick up the steal on my way out and kind of make it to the exit quickly. I'm already 7 minutes in, probably 8 minutes in, so I do want to watch that time. Okay, I still need to kill more. Do the other Manu. We're gonna wait for the Vuln to drop off so I don't pull another. Okay. I mean, when it comes to the new expansion, it's like, you know, a lot of people will obviously be angry about the server issues, if there are. Maybe, you know, because they split up the servers and stuff, you know, it alleviated some of that stress, but, you know, there'll be people angry, but it's almost like, because it's all new stuff, you know, like, 2 hours, 3 hours is gonna feel like, you know, 6 days, 7 days, that's all it is, but, like, in reality, it's just gonna be, like, a week. I mean, probably up until the actual official release, which to me is a little, like, it's not really going to be any worse on official release. There are probably a good number of people that did buy that bundle that can't access the content until that release date. But, for the most part, I don't think it's going to be that bad. It'll be bad. Like, there'll be things that will be talked on Reddit and stuff, but it'll just be like a day or two. Get ready for all the I want free game time oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Suck it up. We already got our free game time when they shut the service out for the server split. That was a legitimate reason. I love those posts though. It's from that one dude that like hasn't played in like a year or two and only played for like the 1 month and wants a free game. It's like, okay. Or I always see the posts on official forums about how it's like, oh man, 14 has so many maintenances. How do you guys play this game? It's like, no it doesn't. What are you talking about? I think even like all of 4.x, there was really not that many emergency maintenances overall. It's been pretty nice. Like, you know, the patches would happen. Maybe we get 1 or 2. I mean, I think 3.x there was quite a bit, but like for 4.0, I don't really think there was very many kind of emergency maintenances that had to kick in for like shit that broke. Which is good on the developers, I guess, right? They released a patch that didn't really have that many problems and so on and so forth. Work on spin on this one. Any type of practice I can get. Oh, see, I gotta like get it reset first. Okay. I feel like, you know what I feel like sometimes when I do that spin? If I get into like a bad rotation, I just chain it. So I think it's best that I get it, like, I stop the motion and then I repeat it again. If I get into like a bad spin cycle, then it just doesn't work out anymore. It's like it's just in a bad rotation. So here, okay, so here I think I can manage. A little bit. I mean, okay, that's okay. So I only got 2 attacks off. That's fine. It's good practice. This enemy though is like, I can deal with it without steal straight up. So it's kind of a safer enemy to deal with, but I mean, you know, pressure. Pressure's always gonna kick in. I'm gonna pull this one right now, while my steal is here. Now usually when I do this run, I usually flight. But because I got 3 steals, I'm just gonna kinda do it normally. I usually flight at 61 to have 62 flighted, but right now it's like kind of riding it free a little bit. Okay, I gotta wait for my HP to come back up first. Okay, we're gonna... we'll deal with that first. Oop, that is not the button I want to use. Been averaging 3 bone on this one, yeah? Yeah. Yeah, not pulling the sapling because I don't want to deal with the poison, so we'll check the other ones first. We'll use it now so I don't have to come back. Make sure I'm not in aggro range, in case it's a mimic. Got a fortune, and a chest, okay. So let's deal with the ones that are hard. So I'm gonna deal with this one first, because what if I have to clear this entire floor? I'd rather deal with everything. So the Enryu would be next. Okay, that's it. I will pick up the fortune and go. So I'll still have a little bit of a steal for the next room. That's kind of cool. Little bit of a divergence usually. Usually how I do this is I do strength, steal on 61 and flight. I have 62 that's flighted, so I get through 61, 62 with strength and steal, and then we kind of fight through the rest. But since I got those 2 bonus steals, we'll just kind of work it that way. And I know there are other streamers that will swear away alterations. I will always use alterations. Always. No hesitation. I will always use intuitions. I think the risk certainly outweighs the reward certainly outweighs the risk, in my opinion. Now for Palace of the Dead, we can argue that a little bit differently, but even now in Palace of the Dead, I will do alterations over not using it. But I think if there's another job that could possibly reach 200 that is in Red Mage, I might change my thought process on that. Specifically Red Mage, I would 100% use alteration no matter the content. If it was like a melee that could clear it, I may question alteration in Palace of the Dead. I cut through him. My rotation just goes out of whack having to do this though, because it's hard for me to look at my thing on top of. I'm doing it on these just because it's good practice, like they're not gonna kill me. Tanks might be a lot better to play in solo. Yeah, dude, sir, like... I mean, I know a lot of you guys are gonna be busy and stuff with the content, but I'm doing Gunbreaker right off the bat. And I can't wait, because I'm really excited about the updates and stuff, so... Do I use a fortune here, though? Probably. I should combo it with a sight. I'm gonna combo here. Okay, we're gonna work that room, and then work towards the exit, I think. I wanna save my sprints. We'll do a fortune here, I think. Yeah, we'll do a... actually, I'm saving the fortune. I just need to make sure I clear the room, that's all. What are these enemies here? Enryu and... Okay. Only Petra. All I need. Reason is, a lot of times I don't get back that fortune. I'd rather have the fortune for, I'd rather have the fortune for, a Magicite, because I won't be able to clear everything here. That's all I'm getting to, okay. I'll ignore that, bronze chest, because I didn't kill anything there. Oh, the ultimate tease. Oh well, that does happen, but it's okay. It happens. Get the steal back at least. Flight. So now I absolutely do not regret using a steal. I have an alteration though, that's not a great combo. Could go alteration and flight, but it is what it is. We'll use the purity right away. What I like to do personally is if I get pox and I have 3 purity, I'll use it right away. If I'm sitting on 2, I'm gonna hold on to it. I used to feel really bad about that when you get the 4th fortune after you killed everything because you decide not to use it, but it's like, I don't know. Oh, dick move, dick move, man. That's just a slap in the face. Dick move game, dick move. Damage dealt. Okay, nice for this thing to open with patrols. Quivering copper. Witching though, we'll think about it. Raising. Insurance. Yeah, right? Are you sure you don't feel bad? That looks like a note room up ahead. I see a lot of things spawning over there. Hell yeah it is! Alright. Alright game. I'll probably conceal through here, but I can get through some things. Let's pull some stuff. Don't aggro, don't aggro, don't aggro. Okay, good. Hey, Sheem. How's it going? How are your Eorzean adventures going? We're getting close to the expansion, man. But I know you said that you're not gonna rush it in, which is a good option. So far, so good. Okay, free steal. Oh, the exit's here? Okay. Got it, game. I got it. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing, game. Okay, I can get to... I'm gonna pull the Onryu. I'm gonna witching the Onryu because I have a witching. Chicken. I could probably pull one more, but if I want to at least get to that last chest over there. Okay, the jellyfish just moved. Okay, I can get to this chest. Once. Good thing I did. We're gonna pick up the witching, and then we're gonna conceal out of here. What is this one? This was steel. Okay. Okay. I'll take the time over anything. So we'll do the steel and then move on. Well, I'm gonna take the steel, I'm gonna use the conceal to see the next room. I will not open that blue chest because if it explodes... well, right now it's not a risk, so I could explode it and then still kind of get to the exit, so we'll see. If a gold's in here, I gotta ignore it because it's gonna really kill my time. I can't... Oh man, this room is... Wow, this is huge. Alright, I'm going to check. Okay, worth it. I might be able to MGS to the exit. We'll see though. Definitely a time killer if I do not get out of here with aggroing something. Okay, now I'm gonna have to eat the pox, because... Oh, that's the wrong button. Getting careful here. Dachima, what's up? Sorry, only my mods can do that. Because it might get messy if they can't. Maybe one day I'll open it up so more people can do it, but for now. I don't want to double conceal here, but I am taking time, so... Oh, that just... What the fuck? I don't want to double conceal. I'm gonna be a little patient here. It will aggro if I go in. I want the jellyfish to move so I don't aggro that one. I'm losing time though, so that's the only thing I'm concerned about. The crab should move. At some point. I mean, honestly it's probably faster that I killed it, but... Okay. I don't want to have to use 2 conceal and 1 forward. That just feels really bad. I can get through that flower, but I need to see what else is in my way. Okay, okay. Right now it's open. Except, oh, that's okay. Oh, really? Man, thought about it too. That sucks. Time-wise, that sucks. I should have checked that chest on my way out, but I didn't want it to explode. RIP. Dang, fortunes have fucked me, and now that magicite fucked me. But, I mean, I can't complain. I'll take it. You know, I'd rather take that than nothing. Time, we're kind of on time, so I do want to hope that I can speed up. Did I flight this? Oh no, I flighted the other one. Okay, got it. Not this one. This one's not flighted. 2 Onryus here. I'm gonna pull one right now, so they're just not in my way. For the future. Stun here. So we don't incur extra damage. That's kind of the concern. It's a lot of damage if you get even with steel, so it's just kind of mitigating out. I think that Onryu I should be fine with, so let's try to move on for a little bit. Okay, gold chest. That was unintentional. Okay, I gotta pull it back. That's the wrong combo there. Okay, Onryu definitely I don't think it's going to be in my way. I definitely want to get to some of these chests in case they're mimics so I can fight them. Conceal back, that's good. Get around here first before we check it. Okay. Oh, nice. No fortune again, because I've already killed some enemies here. Hoping... Oh, damn, the exit's here, okay. As the words are coming out of my mouth, I'm like, I'm hoping the exit's not in this direction. Boom, there it is. Now I have a little bit of bonus time. I want to just make sure I navigate these floors a little quickly. Then of course we have to worry if a mimic spawns. If a mimic spawns, it definitely kills time, but I definitely got that magicite a little early, so that's nice. Okay, nice. Now I just need to Petra back and we're okay. Alright, my steel's about to go. I need to mine that, because on top of the pox, it's always bad. Okay, well, I'll take the strength though. At least I'll have about a 5-minute pure strength once the pox goes off. Assuming I don't do any more moves. Silly, only a mod can increase it? I'll think about it. Maybe I'll make it open to everyone, we'll see. I just don't want it getting, you know, messed up into me. But I'm sure like we can just fix it out. Maybe I'm not sure. I can't put a cooldown, that's the only problem too. We'll save that raising just in case shit happens. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, you're calling him silly. Ah. Mod power. Mod abuse. Alright, so we'll go with this policy I have said on stream before, like, if my cooldowns are up, I'm gonna burn them, and then we navigate. So we navigate, burn cooldowns, navigate, burn cooldowns. We also have Korrigans, so that's cool. I'm gonna mind this though. Damage is a little high and my HP started off lower, so you're a menace to society. Kill the Korrigans now. If they're mimics, then I just fight them. 2 minutes on my pox. Okay, exit's here too, so see if they drop anything. Yeah, there's something I was thinking about, and I don't know if one of you guys want to try it out on your attempts or something, but I feel like when it comes with fortune, although it should not have like a 0%, but I think there are chances that fortune can have like a little 0%, or maybe it's just a super stupid low. But if you have a room that's altered, I think if you kill whatever the room is altered in terms, like if you kill the mimics and stuff, and like a lot of them, if let's say you kill 3 mimics, let's say you kill 3 Korrigans, 3 mimics, right? Let's say you kill 3 of the stuff, and they all drop chests without like a fortune, I think that's an indication to you that it's a good time to use a fortune for that floor. Whereas if you kill them and they don't drop any chests, it might be an indication of you not to use fortune. You know what I mean? It's almost like a what would the term I use be? Like a prediction or something, or like just a way of like seeing what the game is going to give you and stuff. I don't know. Maybe, but someone would have to test it out. I don't know how you test it out, but I feel like that's the case. Because I also had this feeling one time where if like one of the first enemies I pull without fortune, like just about like this one, let's say this was my first pull on this floor, and it happened to drop a chest. That to me feels like it's a good scenario for me to use a fortune. Because then I feel like the rate at which the chests drop from the enemies is high, so we use fortune to boost it higher. Whereas sometimes they're kind of either at like 0 or like 1%, so it doesn't become useful, that kind of thing. So yeah, like a barometer. Yeah. That's what I was trying to think of, like a barometer. I do have cooldown, so I'm gonna pull something now. Might be enough to kill the floor. Still have not picked up my Petri that I used on early on. A little concerning. Hopefully I get it back, because I really would like it for the 71 set. Oh, my box is off. Nice. Ooh, that crit. Okay, I still need another kill, but we're gonna check the rest of this floor. Don't want to deal with you. I do want to deal with you. There's another chest here, so we'll get the intuition, we'll get the chest, and then we'll pull near the exit. So like because the Corrigan dropped 1 out of 3 chests, then it should be like a decent drop. If it dropped like 3, then I would almost think that it would be a nice idea to use, you know, the thing. Not, you know, unless if you plan to kill everything, right? You don't want to just use it if you're not going to plan on killing everything. It's always bad if you use a fortune and you don't plan on killing it. That's why I don't like using Petra fortune combo. It depends on the situation, of course, but normally I don't like using Petra and fortune. Unless it's like a nope room, but then earlier, like, when we had that nope room, I already kind of was full on Pomander, so I don't really think it would be worth using it at the time. Then I got, you know, obviously shit on because it gave me 3 bronzes, though. Well, I don't know. The type of chest, maybe. I don't think it matters. I think it's just if it drops. But also, I feel like if the room shows you like no gold chest, then that also feels like a scenario where you shouldn't use it. Wow. Wow. Alright, game. This is a flighted floor though, so I need to mind that. I have time to spare, so I'm gonna try to do a gold chest check before I nuke this floor. Steal. Safety, that's good. I do want to make, you know, I don't want to take too much time doing this, so... Wow, we have a strength steal and a concealment? Jesus, this thing is just setting me up. I'm gonna try to get to that last room. If I aggro, we just pop the thing. That's probably gonna aggro. But I can drag along the jellyfish. Jellyfish is not too much of a threat. You gonna do your shit? Oh my god. The autos. Another fortune, right? I couldn't get that last chest. Watch it be a mimic though. Oh, it's a steal, okay. Alright, it's collect. This is a fortune, I think. Yep. I think that was a strength steal conceal in the middle, so I'll get the silver chest first, and I'll go back down. Still no Petras though. I haven't refreshed that Petra that I've gotten yet. And here's one of the situations where if I had altered this room and I killed it and there was no chest shop, could that be an indication that it wasn't gonna give me anything, you know? I mean, of course, if it's a room of mimics, that's so hard to predict because you'd have to kill the mimics, and the higher you get up, you can't really kill the mimics, so... But more times than not, if you alter a room, it's better to nuke it with a fortune than not, because you might get a chest higher chance. Definitely higher chance. I'm gonna save my sprint for the next room, so I have the conceal on. 22 minutes for 3 more floors should be okay. I always start getting like the heart racing when I start seeing 20s, but you should definitely not panic. It leaves you with like 7 minutes per floor, essentially, right? Yeah, 7 minutes per floor. Boss is like 7 minutes, so. Oh, another big room. Let's see what I can get to here. This, of course, is a little bit of a time killer, but... Another fortune. That's a nope room over there. A nope floor, shall I say. Okay, we'll use the safety now, so I don't have to worry about it. Definitely want to get started, though. Oh, they're all over the exit? Wow, okay. Can I get to this chest? Flight. That will help. Okay, I definitely want to clear this out. Just want to be careful with these pulls. That was a steal, right? Yeah. Again, I want to burn my cooldown, and then we'll navigate again. Got the Petra back. Okay, that's nice. Okay. So we have a steal, at least going up. See if I can navigate to this chest, and I'll kill kind of things as they go. That's just a lot of enemies. Oh, we have a conceal. Wow, okay. So we have a conceal going to the exit. That's pretty cool. Alright, so we're just gonna kind of look around the floors right now. Gonna reveal this whole thing. We'll kill on the way. Anything that's nice. Like the tree would be nice to kill right now. I got a shard, that's cool. My mech here is coming back up, so I want to choose something I want to pull, so we'll probably pull this dude. The Ergonite. That's how I know it as an Ergonite. In FF11, these were, when these first showed up in FF11, they were Ergonites, so I always know them as Ergonites. I'm sure they were called Ergonites in this game at some point too, but... Safety back, that's cool. Check this last chest here. And then we'll work on clearing that exit. Flight again, it's fine. So 7 minutes would leave me at 14. If I can get out of here in it's more than 14 minutes, then we're good. Serenity back, that's cool too. So we're kind of loading back up again. Okay, this is okay, I can deal with it. Trying not to use a potion. Okay, floor is revealed, so we're gonna get close to the exit. And I can conceal steal out of here, so I don't have to kill. I don't have to get close to that exit. I want to pay attention if a chest drops, because I don't know about you guys, but I have a bad habit of if a chest drops from enemies like this, I do not see it. Like visually, I just don't see it because I'm already walking past them like this, so I don't see it. So I almost always miss the chest when it drops. They're in the Noshia? Okay. Couple dungeons. Yeah, that's the original name I know them as. They were really cool the first time I ever saw them in FF11. Like beach creatures, kinda cool. Alright, so let's go. Oh, and it dropped the chest. Man, if that was a Magicite, holy shit. It would be a chest farm. Probably kill my time though, because I bet like half of them would be mimics. Maybe it's better that it wasn't a Magicite, because I would have been like, yeah, chest, let's go! Oh, mimic! Oh, another mimic! Oh, more mimic! And then I'd be stressing for time, so. So now we have plus 3 minutes, and this next floor is flighted. So we should have ample time to get to the boss. No stress, and that's what I was hoping for. We did get fortunate in terms of some of the chests, but getting to that boss without any stress is really nice. Strength. We have a strength going into the boss too now, so that's cool. I'm actually gonna kill mimics for the mimic god. I know. I wish there was like a. I wish there was an achievement. There should be an achievement for the amount of mimics you kill in this deep. That should be an achievement, in my opinion. That's a super mega trolly achievement, but I think it'll be hilarious. But I made this argument before too. I wish a lot of the achievements in game didn't have a hard cap. They still count, right? Like they still count up. Like let's say your kills and front lines and stuff. Like they still count upwards, but they don't show you the total number that you have. And I wish I saw like a total number, even if it was an achievement. Just give me a counter that would always show me how many kills do I have here, how much skill have I earned here, how many dungeons have I done this way. Because it's like once you reach the achievement, that's it, man. Achievement's done. It doesn't really tell you any further than that. It kind of sucks. And especially some of the crafting, like it would be kind of cool to see the total amount of things I've crafted in my lifetime, but until they release a new achievement, then I don't see what it is. So I wish they did that. Sometimes I also think like, how hard is it to do that, but I don't game develop, so I don't know. Nice. Ooh. Gotta remember the strength's back there, which I will definitely want. I don't care about the steel, but the strength definitely speeds me up. Okay, the Rafalsia will be good to deal with if it aggroes, so we'll just kind of go here. Wow, okay, let's go guys, let's go. Picked up 4 so far. Okay, I know where the exit is, so it says what this one is. Double strength, so we'll use one now, and then we'll use one, we're gonna see what the exit looks like, and then we'll open up the exit, we'll pick up the last strength, and then we'll head on to the boss with a lot of time. Still another room there, but those enemies are in a good spot. They won't give me trouble. Wow, more? Alright. 2 more rooms. I hope the exit's here, honestly. Okay, it's not. Alright. Check the chest first. Because if I'd rather deal with the mimic now, so it opens the exit. Okay, that's fine. So this opens the exit, so that's good. Now here's bad, I can't see. I don't have good lighting, so I can't see. Although I'm preventing it from doing death trap a little bit. I got it to halfway before it really got into the melee thing, so that's